Welcome to the Colony Shop and Bridal Loft, located at 720 Avenue G in downtown Fort Madison. The Colony Shop has served Fort Madison for over 50 years. At the Colony Shop, you can find bridal gowns, tuxedo rental, mother dresses, homecoming and prom dresses, shoes, jewelry, and women's sportswear, sizes small through 4XL. The store has 2 floors to hold all the latest trends. Let's take a listen to Madeline, store owner, on how she got started.
I always told our neighbors that when I saved $10,000, I was going to open a dress shop because at the time I was selling Minnesota woolen on the road and traveling all over. And so my neighbor came home one night and said, "Hey, you've got that $10,000 saved up." I said, "Oh no, not even near." He said, "Well, 2 girls just opened a dress shop in town." So the next day, I got my neighbor to take care of the little kids, because we had 3 little boys, came to Fort Madison, looked to see if there's any stores. Everything was filled. So I came into this store, which was a Merle Norman store at the time, asked her if she knew of anything open and how much would be the rent, because I didn't have any idea. She said, "If I think of anything, I'll call you." The very next morning she called me and said that, "I didn't want to tell you because I hadn't told the landlord, but I'm closing. So give me time to call him and go over and talk to him." So I did. I waited till that afternoon and I went and talked to him. Then we had to see, okay, where are we going to get money? So I started going to banks, and then days you could ask about anything. And so are you married? Yes. Do you have any kids? Yes. How many? 3. And they're like, I don't think, what if you get pregnant again? Which nobody could say that today, you know. And the only thing I got was Bank and Trust, which is now Connection, said, "Have you thought about the loaning department in Iowa, in Des Moines? Because maybe we could work with them." So Chuck and I went and talked to them in Des Moines. They said if Bank and Trust would go along with it, they would. So that's how we got our money to get started. And that was October of '71, and we were ready to open February 4th of '72.
We asked Madeline her advice for new businesses given her longevity in town and many decades of success.
I think if I was to tell any new business, I would tell them every day that your store is open, you personally need to be there. Make your appointments for getting your hair, or going to the doctor, whatever, when you don't have a day off, before work, after work, whatever. Consistent store hours. So if you want to be open 9 to 3, do 9 to 3 every day, but don't change it. Keep it consistent so that people know what you're doing.
In addition to owning her store, Madeline has served the community in various ways through the years, spending time on the Fort Madison Chamber Board in the mid-70s, for most years as the only woman. Madeline took us through her tenure with old news clippings, ads she's marketed, the old equipment that's been used through the years, some still used today. She showed us a couple signs she's had since the store opened, the sale room sign made by her husband and still hangs upstairs, and the original store sign that is hanging outside at the back entrance. We were able to see the old stamps that were used to make bags for the store, and one of the original bags she still has. Learning about the past of one of our staple downtown businesses, and the individuals that helped shape our community was so meaningful. Be sure to check out the Colony Shop in downtown Fort Madison, open 10 to 5 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday.